Okay, it's time to shift our gears to the NFC West division, in which we'll start with the Arizona Cardinals, who finished in last in the division, but they had some good games. So let's see if the talent they're at could really actually help them immediately in the next year. But I think with their first pick, we get a indefinite yes. As with their first round, 8th overall selection, they selected Isaiah Simmons, linebacker, safety, corner, out of Clemson. He's a kind of a do-it-all. I gave this pick an A because Simmons was the right guy to take it this pick regardless of need, but it is a need on that defense. Like I said, he's a do-it-all on defense. I think Arizona will be able to use him more as linebacker or maybe safety rather than a corner. That aside, Simmons just has great athletic traits and the NFL size necessary to be elite in the league. He can play good man, good zone. He has the potential to also be a lockdown spy against the league's scrambling quarterbacks, which is a very good key feature. No matter how they use him, I know he's going to be a solid player for them, so it was a great pick by Arizona to draft Isaiah Simmons with their first round pick. They did not have a second round pick, but they had a third round 72nd overall pick, Josh Jones, tackle out of Houston. I gave this pick an A because it's about dang time that Arizona addressed their offensive tackle needs. I think Jones could be a potential starter for Arizona. He showed improvement throughout 2019, and although he still needs some work in pass blocking, his pass blocking and his footwork, those are where he needs to improve. They are fixable problems. They're not something that will hold him back his whole career. Definitely something that could be corrected with some coaching. So I think with that, that's good. But what he brings to the table right away is he's very good to moving up the second level and pulling on runs. He could definitely be good on the run right away. You might see him more at right tackle at the beginning. Until he gets the pass blocking under control. I don't know if they'll put him at left tackle. So overall, though, good pick by Arizona. I like it. They've needed to beef up the line now for a while. So good pick to start that movement. So then they had a fourth round, 114th pick, which they picked Leke Fotu, defensive tackle out of Utah, in which I gave that pick a C minus because Fotu's only real benefit to me is his size. So that's nothing special to me because at Utah, he didn't post. He posted pretty mediocre numbers. He struggled to play full seasons due to injury, and he just wasn't the big impact player that you look for. He's really just a plug and an anchor on the defensive line. Really just a body. So I don't know how he'll impact the team. So I thought that was a questionable pick for the Cardinals. With their second, fourth rounder, they went with the same position, drafting Rashard Lawrence out of LSU, defensive tackle. This one, I gave Lawrence a B because he plays hard. He never shows half effort. However, he does need to learn how to play a little bit more controlled, which should help his consistency. I think early on he'll be more of a rotational guy, but that's not to say that he won't eventually be a starter for that Arizona defense in the middle. Then they had a 6th round and a 7th round pick. We'll start with the 6th, which was 202nd overall, in which they picked Evan Weaver, linebacker out of Cal. I like this pick a lot as well. I gave it a B because although he does not look or really match the athletic traits of an NFL linebacker, Weaver could really be a good backup or even a rotational linebacker. And he'll really show signs of success thanks to his great instincts and play recognition skills. He's a tackle machine and plays the game very intelligently, which allowed him to get such crazy tackle numbers, which he exceeded over 100 his last 2 years. So should be a good pick, and I think despite his lack of size, I think he could definitely have an impact for that Arizona defense. That takes us to their 7th round and their last pick, which was 222nd overall. They picked Eno Benjamin, running back out of Arizona State, and this pick I gave an A because Benjamin was projected way higher than the 7th round, and kudos for Arizona for finally stepping up and drafting this guy. I think he fills the running back void very nicely for Arizona. He runs hard, and he runs with a very unorthodox style that moves the ball up the field nicely. He can catch the ball out of the backfield and could definitely, in my opinion, make an impact year one for this Arizona offense. So, good pick. Unbelievable pick in the 7th round. And overall, I gave Arizona a B+ because I thought having only 6 picks, they drafted very well, filling the needs, and drafting both developmental pieces and pieces that could come in year one, and like I said, and help them take their team to the next level just next year, especially with some of the moves they made in the offseason. They might finally reach some success that they haven't had in a while. So good job to Arizona. Great drafting. And coming up next, we got the LA Rams draft analysis. So stay tuned.